Hey there, Rebel retirees. If you had your druthers, how would you spend your retirement? Many people say that they would like to travel. They want to experience foreign countries, see exotic landscapes, or perhaps visit all of America's national parks. However, traveling is expensive. It's only a dream for many retirees. They can't justify the cost. It fits into their ideal retirement, but not into their budget. However, if you value travel, I have a solution for you. Home exchange, also known as house swapping, can help you pay for your adventures without sacrificing your savings. If you have a home, want to travel, have more time than money, you may be a candidate for house swapping. In this video, I'll explain how home exchange works, give some pros and cons, and finish up with some tips on how you can get started. Let's dive in. What is home exchange? Home exchange is a way for you to stretch your travel budget. It's most popular with the 45 and up crowd. Home swapping is a form of lodging where two parties agree to exchange homes simultaneously. No money is exchanged. It's a form of barter or sharing. Home swap residences can cover everything from a family home in a suburban neighborhood to a farmhouse in a rural countryside. It's also not out of the realm of possibilities to swap your residence for a stay on a yacht. In brief, here's how it works. Let's say that you live in suburban New Orleans. You want to take a 2-week vacation to a quaint village in the Apennine Mountains of Tuscany, where you can watch the sunset as you sip wine on the patio of a charming cottage. You would find someone in Tuscany who desires a trip to the Big Easy. Perhaps they've always wanted to experience the city that care forgot, the decadence of Mardi Gras, or listen to jazz in the world-famous French Quarter. You would then make arrangements to stay in their house while at the same time they stay in yours. Of course, there's more to it than that. So let's dive a little deeper, starting with the pros. There are several pros to house swapping for the retiree. The most beneficial is that it saves you money. It's economical. You save on lodging. Unlike an Airbnb or staying at a hotel, you don't pay to stay. Lodging is expensive. It can cost you hundreds of dollars a night, especially if you want to stay in a desirable locale. With home exchange, you pay nothing for lodging, and you have a house that's completely furnished. However, you do pay an annual membership fee to a home exchange website. It's anywhere from around $40 to $200, and it's necessary to connect with others who want to swap houses. However, most home swappers consider it a bargain. Plus, you save on food. Having a kitchen with all of the appliances and tools you need for cooking is a lifesaver for your pocketbook. Eating out on a vacation isn't always satisfying or satiating. Perhaps you're on a special diet, or it's simply difficult to find food that suits you. It's an awful experience paying a restaurant for food you couldn't eat. Staying in a home where you can stock the fridge with food of your choice enables you to save money and enjoy a wholesome meal of your choice. Remember to ask your exchange partners for grocery stores and shopping recommendations. Here's a great one. Saving on car rental. If it's not incredible enough to swap one's house, it's not uncommon for exchange partners to agree to the use of their vehicles as well. This results in substantial savings. You will, however, be responsible for paying gasoline. Needless to say, communication is essential. Work out details beforehand. Know what happens in the event of a breakdown. Check with the automobile insurance company as to your liability when driving another person's vehicle. Another positive, experience the local flavor. Have you ever been on vacation and realized that all you're seeing is the tourist area? While it's great to see what's popular in a specific region, it's also fun to discover how the locals live. A home exchange provides the opportunity to experience your destination from that perspective. Rather than having accommodations in the tourist part of town, you could be staying in a suburban neighborhood or a high-rise loft in a big city. In addition, because you're staying in someone's home as opposed to a hotel, you're likely to have access to books, exercise equipment, laundry facilities, and other amenities that provide the comforts of home. Also, you're more likely to meet interesting new people, perhaps the neighbors. Before I get into the cons of home exchange, let me say that house swapping is not new. It's been around since 1953 when a group of European teachers wanted to travel around during summer vacation, but also do it economically. Although most home exchanges agree it's safe, there are some considerations. You're sharing your home with complete strangers. While home exchange participants tend to be of good character and the system is based on honor, I respect your property, you respect mine, the fact remains that you are allowing strangers the use of your home. From all accounts, it's unlikely you'll be dealing with thieves. However, it's not recommended that you arrange a swap without a long and thorough communication with your swap partners. There's also the potential for property damage. Property damage is virtually unheard of. Nevertheless, how would you feel if your valuables or cherished memorabilia got broken? Even the most careful of families can have accidents. Might be a good idea to store your keepsakes in a safe place or lock them away in a room while you're away. Home exchange also requires long, detailed planning. This, in and of itself, is not a problem unless you have the opportunity to take a vacation on the spur of the moment. House swapping requires setting up an account and getting to know the people you plan to exchange with. Most exchange sites recommend starting your search for a potential swap at least 4 to 6 months in advance of your travel date. Also remember language barriers. From my research, language barriers in the home exchange community are rare. However, written and verbal communication is essential for a successful swap. If you intend to travel abroad, remember language barriers. From my research, language barriers in the home exchange community are rare. However, written and verbal communication is essential for a successful swap. If you intend to travel abroad, it's wise to find a couple that speaks the same language as you do. If you're ready to try out home exchange, here are some tips to help you get started. First, sign up with a home exchange website and complete your profile. Here are 3 of the top-rated sites to point you in the right direction. Number 1, Intervac Home Exchange. This is the company that started it all. They say since 1953, we have been leading the way facilitating home exchange between families, singles, and retired people. Number 2, Home Exchange. Started in 1992, it boasts a database of 187 countries, over 400,000 homes, and says that they add over 10,000 homes per month for exchange. Number 3, Love Home Swap. Swap your home and travel just about anywhere in the world, they say. Members rate Love Home Swap 4.9 out of 5 stars. The site offers a tempting free trial membership. After you sign up, find your dream home in your desired location, make contact with Swap House members, and organize an exchange. Lastly, finalize the details and head off on your dream vacation. Here are some additional tips for success. Communication is a must for house exchange to be a success. Don't hesitate to ask questions. Have a written agreement. There's no room for confusion when everything is in black and white. Review your insurance policies. Check with your agent to find out if you need additional liability coverage on your home and contents. Likewise, if you share your automobile. If you're like me, you have plenty of other questions about house swapping, such as, can I bring my pet? Can I leave my pet? How do we exchange keys? What if something breaks down while I'm away? Who is responsible for cleaning? And so on and so on. In conclusion, home exchange is very lean and it fits perfectly with our just-in-time retirement philosophy. Check out Rebel Retirees Part 4 of our Just-in-Time Retirement series, where he mentions the lady at the pier who introduced us to the beauty of home exchange. That said, a successful retirement is about doing what you value over worrying about money. If travel is one of your retirement dreams, but your bank account doesn't agree, home exchange may be an option for you. With a little time, effort, and communication, you can travel the world for much less. I hope you found this helpful. Please leave your questions and comments below. Give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Thank you for watching. I'm Marlene with Rebel Retirement, and I'll see you next time.